Hi, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday. We are here, and I am dressed as Elastigirl, as you can see, because of the last JeoparHER event that we did. We hit the goal of $100, which was the Elastigirl cosplay stream, so I figured why not do it during this event. And I am so excited. We have some really amazing creators that will be participating in today's event, and I'll let them introduce themselves in just a second. But before then, I do want to kind of give a shout out about a movement that is happening within the Indigenous community, because it is Women's History Month. And how this is not a topic that is discussed a lot, but it should be. But, you know, one thing that needs to happen in order for us to have more Indigenous women is that our women are, and our relatives are taken care of. So if you haven't heard recently, we had a relative, Emily Pike, pass away, who was 14 years old, and from the San Carlos Apache tribe. And so I just kind of wanted to bring recognition to this, relative that we lost, and kind of get you to educate yourself on the missing and murdered and Indigenous movement. And you can actually find out more as in May, as the Indigenous Alliance will be hosting events to discuss the that whole initiative to bring more awareness to the movement. So again, we can't have Indigenous women if they're not making it, throughout their life. So that was pretty heavy topic, but I wanted to bring it up and talk about it. However, please educate yourself more about the whole project. So today's show will be featuring guildies from different Twitch programs, community programs. So I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, and then we will be playing Jeopardy. That will be celebrating influential women throughout history. And today, we are raising funds for, let me make sure I put this on here correctly. 1,000 streams. Oh my God, 1,000 Dreams Fund that provides oh my God, words. Sorry. That provides help for creators from the Women's Guild to get to TwitchCon. So that's particularly what we are fundraising for. So this is more information about them. Nope. Okay. Well, that's not it. Here are the incentives. And then this is the Tiltify link. And I don't know why that's not working, but while I'm working on that, I'm gonna jump over to the scene with all the players, so that way you can get to know them, and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Woo! Hello, everybody. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Love the enthusiasm. So we are waiting for Malay, but if we want, we can go down and skip Malay for right now. But Morgan, if you want to start it, and then we'll just go down on my screen, and you can introduce yourselves to stream.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll start it off. Hello, everyone. My name is Morgan, better known as Morgan of the Leaf. That is a Naruto reference for all my anime lovers out there. Want to give a big shout out to Angie for having me on this stream today. I'm very thankful. Happy Women's History Month, everyone. And I'm just very thankful to be here and support the 1,000 Dreams Fund. So thank you.
All right, Nicole, you want to go?
Yeah. Hello everyone. I am notably Nicole. Y'all just call me Nicole. But I guess a little about me. I am a Stardew Valley streamer, very much cozy, very much so mental health focused, and good little warm chaotic times over in my corner of the channel. And I'm very grateful to be here and have been invited to do this lovely Jeopard her words are hard event with all these wonderful ladies and raising money and awareness for the Thousand Dreams Fund. So thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thank you. And then we're waiting for Malay. And then so we're gonna skip her. What about you, Purple? You want to introduce yourselves?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Purple People for Purple, Perp, or you can call me Joyce. Any of the three, it doesn't really matter to me. I stream mostly, I guess, Sims 4, GTA RP, a lot of simulator type of stuff, choice-based type of stuff, a lot of community games with my perps. So I love having fun here on Twitch. So I'm very excited to be a part of this. Thanks to Angie for having me here. I'm excited to hang out with y'all and play Jeopardy. Let's see how it goes.
Yay. Thank you, Morgan and Nicole, for introducing yourselves and for being here. Looks like Malay is bringing her crew over here as well. And so for everyone joining, welcome to the JeoparHER Event, where we're going to be honoring influential women throughout time through Jeopardy. And so whenever Malay jumps on, we can have them introduce themselves, and then we can get started. And let me also, I think I figured out the command. There we go. Okay. So that is the command to check out 1000 Dreams Fund. Again, it's a organization that supports women in content creation. So if you haven't heard of them, please check them out. Okay. Let's see, is Malay in BC yet? Hello. I think they're in VC.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
I'm in the VC, but I tried to do the video.
Okay, so
I need to restart the stream together because I was on stream, so it doesn't.
Yeah, I think you should be able to just
refresh.
If you have OBS open, I'd close that so you can like use your cam and stream together.
Okay, it doesn't let me select my video.
Do you have OBS open?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You're gonna either do, if you're using OBS, you'll do virtual camera.
Yeah, I did that, and it doesn't let.
Oh.
Maybe yeah. I need to get a new invite.
I can try. Yeah. Let's kick you out really quick and see if that works.
Because I joined the call when I was still streaming.
Yeah, maybe that. Let's see. We'll just try it out and see. What they say is turn it off and turn it back on, right? There we go. Yeah. Let's see if that will work.
It doesn't make me select. Do I need a different browser, maybe? Did they say there's a browser that doesn't work?
If you have OBS open, I would just close it because then you could just use your cam. Unless you're like, usually VTubers use it for their stuff.
I use virtual camera.
Okay, so you turned. Let's see. Oh no, you left. Hang on.
Let me
invite you back.
This is what. Maybe it was just because I wasn't. I know it doesn't work.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, we good. I see it. Sorry. Okay, that's fine. We good. I think I see it.
Is it working on your part, or are you finding it?
It seems to.
Yay! We got you. Yes. Yay.
Yeah, because I went on Firefox and Firefox doesn't.
Oh, yeah. They did say that Stream Together only works on like Google Chrome, which I know People, are complaining about that. So hopefully it gets expanded. Well, welcome. Do you want to introduce yourselves to, I know you brought your crew over, but do you want to say hello to everybody in chat and explain who you are and kind of go from there?
Is it on Mimi? Anyway. So my name is Mimi. I mean, people call me Mimi, but my name is Miali Music on Twitch. I stream music mainly, so I sing songs, I take requests from my song list. I'm originally from France, but I'm French and also Canadian, but not French Canadian. I'm French. And I live in Toronto. I sing songs in English and French mainly, and also a couple of other languages. There's like more than 1,000 songs on my song list, and songs in like play the guitar and I play the piano, but it's not set up. A goal of mine to sometime soon, hopefully. And I also love gaming, but I don't game much on stream so far. I've done it only once. And I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome. I got the opportunity to hear you sing before, and
Right.
so good. Like it's great that you're very musically talented, because that's a talent. So
Thank you.
all right, now here we are going to spin to see who goes first. Are y'all ready? Ready for this show to start?
Oh,
Let's see.
Let's go.
All right. We're going, and it is. Oh. That was so close. Nicole, you have won.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Mm.
So we have gaming, history, STEM, pop cultural, and politics. Wait. Oh, did I not reset? Hang on. You know what? Let me reset it first. Okay, there we go. We're good now. All right. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna start out easy and go gaming for 100.
Aw. All right, I see. Just kind of like, putting your toes in the water.
Let me catch the feel first. Yeah, let me catch the feel
I
first.
have a question. Where am I supposed to watch the game? Because I watched on your stream right now. Is that where I'm supposed to?
Yeah, you can. I just put it in Discord just in case if you wanted to
Okay.
see it
Because
in
I'm
real
thinking
time.
it's probably delayed if I watch on your stream.
Yeah, that's what I figured too, but the last group didn't really have an issue, so it's either or. It's whatever you feel comfortable with, for sure.
Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't know.
Okay. Here we go. Gaming for 100. Susan Kerr designed graphics for this popular card game from the 1990s. And hang on. I got music. We got music. Let me find it. And Jeopardy song.
can anyone buzz in?
Oh my God.
Is there a buzz? I don't have a buzz.
You know what? Listen. All right. Cut.
I was figuring we were doing like raise hand. Like,
no. I was so happy that I thought it was ready. Listen, y'all. Okay. And okay, let me find it. I thought I was so proud of myself.
You're good. It's all good.
Listen, I'm in pain too. I told y'all. Okay, here we go. Host room. Oh. Sorry, chat. We are you never saw this. We look away.
It wouldn't be a stream without the technical difficulties, right? Like,
right?
Exactly.
And then let me put do you need the room code?
Oh, I see.
And then there's that, or can you just get in here?
Ooh, okay.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We
Okay.
are set.
So as soon as, how about I just turn it back over? At this point, we'll count it down to 3, 2, 1, and whoever buzzes. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Does nobody want to answer? I want to try to buzz. Okay,
let's try. I got
There you
2
go.
answers floating in my head.
all right.
I'm gonna go. What is Pokemon?
Is that your answer? Is that your final answer? No, I'm just kidding. That is incorrect. Anybody else want to try to take it?
Yeah.
Try. What is solitaire?
That is correct.
That was my second guess.
Wow.
I was thinking those little palm tree graphics.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I thought of.
Mhm.
And so I'm just gonna go down. So team 1 will be Morgan, team 2 is Nicole, team 3 is Mimi, and then team 4 is Purple.
Okay.
All right. So since you got that, Purple, it's now your chance to take the lead.
Okay. Let's continue with gaming. Gaming for 200.
That's what the last team did. Is they just went through gaming. All right. The video game that featured the first female protagonist in 1980.
Does
You
the
just
buzz
buzz
have to
in.
reset or
You just
something?
yeah. After I read it, you just buzz in.
Well, mine still says buzz.
Oh,
It's not letting me.
just kidding. It's resetted. There we go.
Okay.
All right, Morgan.
What is Tomb Raider?
That is incorrect. Close though. That was
Oh,
all right. So Nicole.
What is Metroid?
Yeah,
That is incorrect.
Oh,
All
right.
What was this one?
We got Mimi.
Well, I was.
was that your answer?
Close from Tomb Raider. Can I?
You want to phone a friend? You want to phone chat? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I guess I should say something, but I'm not sure what.
Oh, I forgot to play the Jeopardy song.
Oh.
There we go. Got the Jeopardy song going. I'll tell you when you got 10
Lara
seconds
Croft?
left.
Lara, who is Lara Croft? Why-
Well, that's Tomb Raider, technically. So,
Well, I knew it was something close.
so that is incorrect. All right, Purple. Do you want to try to give it?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go with I don't think this is it either. But I'm gonna go with what is Resident Evil. I don't think she was.
No, unfortunately, that is incorrect. The correct answer
That should be like
is.
Mrs.
Chat knows
Pac-Man.
apparently.
Oh my
Pac-Man.
god!
Oh my god!
Oh, wait, I
Wow!
would have never guessed.
I thought Pac-Man was older.
Wow! Me too. I
Dang,
definitely-
you were. It was there. You had it.
Well, I never thought of Pac-Man.
All right.
Ever.
Well, since no one got that correct, we're going back to the wheel, and we're gonna find out who's going to take the board. Uh-oh. And we got Mimi.
I think I know none of the topics.
No, you got this.
Let's try pop culture 200. 'cause I know
All right.
nothing else. Possibly. If it's
So
online,
after I
then-
read it, you can buzz in. And I got it resetted. We're going. We're rocking and rolling now. The title Princess of R&B is attributed to this woman. All right, Nicole.
Who is Aaliyah? I think that's her name.
And the correct answer is who is Aaliyah.
Wow.
wow.
Oh,
Go.
wow. done. Good job.
Oh, okay.
Rest in power, Aaliyah.
I'm zero.
Yes.
It's
I'm
okay,
gonna
Mimi. Just dust
go
yourself
gaming for
off and
300.
try again. I'm sorry, you said gaming for 300?
300, yeah.
All right, back to the gaming. Hang on. I'm gonna make sure I pronounce this. Kazuko Shi Bu.
Can you reset it? Can you reset the buzzer?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
Kazuka Shibuya. Shibuya created graphics for this game, which was initially called FF, but later changed to a different title. All right, Morgan.
What is Final Fantasy?
And the correct answer is what is Final Fantasy? Let's
That
go.
was
There you
easy,
go.
actually.
I'm on the
No,
board,
I'm giving you
baby.
FF because we know it's
All right. Well, Morgan, what are you thinking?
Let's do pop culture for 100.
All right. Here we go. Latina actress Rita Moreno won an Oscar this year. Now I reset them. So now we're waiting.
Are you asking for like the where she won an Oscar for? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, the category.
Oh.
So
I'll guess.
all right, Purple. What's your guess?
I'm gonna say what is best supporting actress?
All right. So let me. Oh wait, no, sorry. This year. Sorry. I don't know why I said category. That was
this year. Oh, okay.
I got it confused for another question, but yes, this year. So it's a year.
Oh, okay, got you. Let's say what is 2023?
That is incorrect. It is a little I'll give y'all like it happened a while ago. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Nicole, what are you thinking?
I want to say 1987. What is 1987?
That is incorrect. Anybody else want to? Oh wait, Morgan. All right, what is
I
your
don't know what
guess?
she won. I just don't know when.
I'm gonna guess. Oh. I'm gonna guess 1995.
Ooh. You know, you got 19. Y'all are getting the 19 right. But the correct answer is 1962.
Oh wow.
So that happened a while back. All right. Well, since no one got that correct, we're jumping over here back to the wheel. I'm gonna reset these buzzers while it's spinning. Uh-oh.
You got it right, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, who got it right? What'd you say?
A raid.
Oh, yes. Welcome, Raiders. We are playing JeoparHER. We are raising funds for 1,000 Dreams Fund. Let's see, streams for dreams. While I'm writing this stuff out, Mimi, if you want to choose your category.
What is STEM? What is it?
So that's going to be science, technology, engineering, and math. The last team did not want to touch that. It literally was the last one. Come on, y'all just dip your toes into it. It's fine. It's okay. It's not that scary.
I know nothing. Probably. Like politics 100. Let's try it.
All right.
I have no idea.
Let me get the buzzers out. All right, here we go. Sandra Day O'Connor was the first woman appointed to the Supreme Court in 1981. She was also the first female majority leader of the Arizona State Senate, representing this party. All right, Morgan, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna guess. What is the Democratic Party?
That is incorrect. All right, Purple, what are you thinking?
I knew this one. What is the Republican Party?
All right. What is Republican? That is correct. See, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it's just a little.
It was easy. Like if it's not the one, it's the other.
There's only a few choices, you know.
Right.
All right, Purple. Where are you gonna touch that STEM?
Yeah, I am. I'm in STEM in real life. I'll do STEM for 300.
Oh, woo! We're just gonna
Yeah,
go.
let's
for
go
it.
in there.
All right.
Dive in.
The significant project that mathematician Katherine Johnson assisted with in 1969. Morgan, what are you thinking?
What is putting a man on the moon?
I will take that. What is Apollo 11 moon landing? Let's go.
Yes.
Hashtag go
Hidden
women.
Figures.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That's how I do that too.
Yes. Where they were hiring black women for computers. And that's where, and so she inserted herself into meetings to be a part of the conversations and was able to calculate all of those numbers and everything like that. So, remarkable story.
Yep.
If you haven't seen the movie, go check it out, or learned about her, go check that out. All right. Well, Morgan, where are you going to take us? We going to stay in STEM?
Yeah, let's stay in STEM. Let's do STEM for 100.
All right, here we go. The year that the first American woman, Sally Ride, traveled to space. Don't click it all at once.
I'm scared with the year questions after that. Otherwise.
Yeah, I guess you just need to guess randomly and be lucky.
All right, Morgan.
I'm gonna say, dang, 1974.
Ooh,
Probably later.
no, the 19. We're getting there. That is incorrect. All right, next is we got Nicole.
I'm gonna guess what is 1995?
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Anybody else want to give it a purple? All right, what is your guess?
I was gonna say 1980. No.
That is incorrect. Getting closer. I will say that.
86.
1996, is that what you said?
No.
That is. Or wait, what'd you say before
I said 86.
Oh, 86? Oh, so close, but unfortunately it is 1983.
Okay.
All right, well, we are going to go back to the Wheel of Names. If it goes on Mimi again, it's starting to like favor her. So we're going to have to like change it up here.
It's rigged.
Or if it chooses Mimi, we go straight to STEM. All right, Morgan. You are taking the board.
Okay. Let's try STEM for 200.
All right, here we go. I guess we're not going to touch a history with you all.
No.
Absolutely.
All right, STEM for 200. Here we go. The year that Nicole Mann, the first Indigenous woman from NASA, traveled to space.
Hitting me with these year questions, Angie.
I mean, you only have so many options, right? You know.
All right. For sure.
All right, Nicole, what are you thinking?
So let's see. If the first one was 83, I'm gonna go. What is 1989? 1989.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. Anybody else want to try? Let's see. We got any other buzzers? All right, Morgan.
Okay, so the first, I'm gonna go with 1993.
You know, we're getting. Okay, no, it's not really super close, so I can't lie. But no, unfortunately, that's incorrect. I was trying to give you something, but yeah, no. All right, Purple, what are you thinking?
You know, this it's unfortunate for me to think like this, but I think it's in the next millennium. I think it's in the 2000s, but I'm gonna say like 2005.
Okay, all right, I see where you're going. That is incorrect. All right, Mimi, do you want to give it a try?
2001. 2001.
2001? All right. You know, that's incorrect. But you all like the first guesses of the. I can't remember which question with the years, but you know, it was close.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's this
my
decade.
So,
That's crazy.
Wow.
yes. So Nicole Mann is from the Wa'alaki of the Round Valley Indian tribes, and she went to the in space in 2022. So
She was the first ever.
That's ridiculous.
the first woman. We did have a man that went, and I don't remember what year he went, but his name is John Harrington. Shout out from my tribal nation. But yeah, he took even like our tribal flag up to there. So
cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, unfortunately, nobody got that nobody got that correct. So we're back to the wheel. Let's see who is going to grab this one. Maybe they'll touch history. Nicole, are you gonna look at history a little bit? Maybe, you know, give it a little shot.
Sure. Let's go history for 100. Why not?
Don't be scared of it. Okay?
Why not?
All right, here we go. The city that celebrated the first Women's History Day celebration in 1909. So it's a city. All right, Nicole.
I'm going to guess, what is New York City?
What is New York City? There you go.
Wow.
Yes!
Wow.
The progressive city. All right, well, do you want to stay? Are you feeling a little lucky here?
Not at all. Let's go pop culture for 300.
Okay. You said no more. Gambling way too much with that, huh?
We're good. We're good.
It was one of the easiest questions. Easier than the years.
All right. Let me reset the buzzers. The woman was the first. This woman was the first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1987. All right, Nicole, what are you thinking?
Who was Joan Jett?
That is incorrect. All right, Purple.
You know, I probably shouldn't have. Now that I thought about this, but I'm gonna go. I'm like, do I even know a lot of rock and roll people? But
Mailman knows this. Too bad we cannot phone chat.
I don't know. I'm gonna go. I can't even like I'm drawing a blank. Honestly, I can't even think of a woman right now who is strictly rock and roll in my head. So I'm gonna just go with like Whitney Houston for sure. Yep, I'm gonna give her.
Okay. I like it. You know, just have that confidence. Say it with your chest, you know?
Throw a girl up, you know? Throw her out there, you know?
Unfortunately, that is not correct.
I know, it's okay. It's okay.
Great artist, amazing, but no. Morgan, what do you think?
I'm going to guess Tina Turner.
That's a good one.
Well, it is a good one, like Whitney, but it's incorrect. All right, Mimi,
Dang.
the music. Do you know the music?
I mean, I'm thinking Dolly Parton, but I have no idea. But
you know, all of these are really good guesses, but they're all incorrect. So, the correct answer is who is Aretha Franklin.
Oh.
Wow.
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 Shout out to Aretha Franklin. All right.
Okay.
Well, let's go back to the wheel and see who's gonna take it. All right, Purple. Looks like it's on you.
Let's do gaming for 400.
Gaming for 400. The tribal nation whose history is depicted in the When Rivers Were Trails video game. When Rivers Were Trails video game. So, just kind of got to guess one of those tribal nations from America, which is over 574, that are federally recognized. So it's not, there's a lot. You could just choose one.
Right.
It's all right. This is fine. It's fine. Just give a guess. And this video game was kind of created to offset like kind of the Oregon Trail kind of thing, because if you've ever played that, you've seen that the kind of indigenous people in that game, wasn't the best. Morgan, what's your guess or your answer?
Was it the Siwani tribe?
That is incorrect, but I'm glad that I don't think I've ever heard of that tribe, so
I might have said it wrong.
Hey, no. I that's awesome that you knew of a tribe, so learn stuff every day. There's a lot that and that's just in the United States. So this
I think I meant to say Shawnee, not Siwani. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Actually, the Shawnee tribe. Yes, I do know that one. Purple, what are you thinking?
I'm going to go with the Cherokee. Is that how you say it?
Cherokee. That's a good guess. However, that is incorrect. Anybody else want to try to give it a guess?
Cherokee was my guess. I have no idea.
Cherokee is known. It's one of the largest ones, so I totally understand. Couldn't make it that easy. Well, I mean, I guess I could have. Well, but we're learning about video games, and so it is a little bit higher on the, on the list. So, Mimi, so we got Nicole, but that was yours. Okay. So,
I have no idea.
What is Anishinaabe? Dr. Elizabeth Lapensee was the first game designer to center indigenous cultures.
Cool.
So that was, it was a little tricky one. But just providing, again, a little bit of education. I appreciate you all just participating.
For sure.
Nobody wins.
We're trying.
We're trying on here, yeah.
The only thing you win is bragging rights, but that's a big thing. So,
Yeah, of course.
All right, here we go. Well, we're back into the the spinning wheel. We're gonna see, Mimi, what are you going to choose on the board?
Politics 200.
All right, here we go to politics. This state elected its first female governor, Nellie Taylor Ross, in 1924. So it's a state that's in the United States. All right, Purple, what are you thinking?
I was going to say, what is Massachusetts?
Nope, that's incorrect. I was trying to say if it's close, but I'm looking at my map in my head, and it's not close, so I couldn't say that. But it's a good choice, or a good guess. So, Mimi, what are you thinking for this one?
I'm guessing, I don't know. What is Maryland? No idea.
Y'all are up in there in the Northeast. All right, that is incorrect, though. Nicole, what are you thinking?
I'm going to go complete other sides. What is California?
All right, I see. No, that is incorrect. And we have Morgan with the last guess.
Dang, the answer I was gonna answer someone already said. First, this state elected its first female governor 1924. I'm gonna guess. Let's go with Washington.
So it's like the group went west and east, and it's actually in the middle-ish, like kind of. It's north middle-ish, or defining middle, but yes. So it is actually what is Wyoming.
Wyoming.
So
Wow.
That would not have been on my radar at all.
I never would have. No.
yes,
Wyoming-
it is.
Wyoming's one of those states, like, when I think about it, yeah, it's there, but like if I'm trying to like think about it, it's not. Yeah.
Y'all, there's other
It
states
doesn't
besides
register in my brain.
California and Florida and New York. Like, it's like those are the.
I remember the Dakotas though, North Dakota, South Dakota. Like I remember those. You know.
There you go. It's okay. Nobody knows Oklahoma. They're like, what's there? Me. I'm here. All right. Well, Purple, you can, jump back to STEM if you want to kind of redeem this.
Yeah, let's do 400 for STEM.
All right. Here we go. Madame C.J. Walker created this type of beauty product for herself and sold them, becoming the first female self-made millionaire. All right, Purple, what are you thinking?
I think this is the. I'm gonna be mad if I get it wrong because I've heard this before. But what is the hairbrush? Yeah, it's not. It's not.
I had my my trusty Ruth Fall help me last time because that's a tricky thing in a way. So I'm gonna let you all decide if it's kind of in that group. Should I give it to her? What do y'all? Or well,
I have no idea.
How about this? If it's closer than what everybody else thinks.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
That's fine.
Mimi, what are you thinking?
So I was thinking like an actual product. Anti-aging or something.
That is incorrect. You said skincare, like skincare products?
Right.
Yeah, that is incorrect. But we're gonna see if Morgan knows.
I was gonna say a comb.
So
We're similar.
see, this is the hard part because I don't know, like, if I give it, that's technically kind of closer-ish than Purple's, but this is tough. Chat, like, I need, how do I ask this? Let's see. Would you define that this is where it's going to determine. Do you define a hairbrush in the same, like, as hair care product?
No, I would say, I mean, for me, the way I picture it would be like a product, like a shampoo, or like a conditioner, cream, skin care, something like this. But I don't know.
Okay.
Depends on your question.
Well, I think Morgan is closer because specifically it is the hot comb. It led to a hot comb and stuff. And so, but it is kind of what are hair care products because she was having issues with hair loss. And so then eventually went with developing hair care products and then also the hot comb. So the brush was iffy, but the comb I felt like was closer.
Oh no, that's fine. I knew. Like I said, I've learned about this. That's why I was like, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. But now that you said the hair loss, I think it was something. I think she used Vaseline and stuff too. I think part of with some of her hair care products too, because of her losing her hair, if I remember correctly, something like that. But yeah.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, and created wealth because of that. So
Yeah.
definitely a rabbit hole to go down. It's always interesting because I learn so much whenever I put this stuff together. I'm like, oh wow, that's interesting. Like how like innovative women have been, especially when you see a need for things that aren't out there for you or your particular group of demographic that you come from. And so I think that's where we talk about representation is important and having people that are developing products for people of all kinds, like coming from that area. So, all right. Well, good job. Did I give you those points right? Yeah. I think let me go back. All right, Mimi. It's going to be your choice. But let's make sure we gave you... I don't think Morgan. There we go.
2000, period.
Oh, are you talking about, wait, what, 2003? Is that what you said?
No, I said
1,000.
Oh, the points. It's
Yeah.
all right. It's all right. You can still, we got history that no one is even, touching. And we got some politics still. So, all right, Mimi, what are you thinking? You want to...
Gaming 500.
All right, here we go. The year Muriel Tramis, the first Black woman to design video games, released the game Freedom, Rebels in the Darkness. So it's a year, so you're kind of, kind of helps you out. There's only so many years. We're only 2025, so yeah, pick just a year before that. Oh, let me get some Jeopardy music.
You gotta reset the button.
Oh!
Yeah.
There we go. All right, Nicole. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna guess 2011.
That is incorrect. Mimi, what are you thinking? 1999? Sorry, the music is loud. Okay, sorry. You said 1999? Is that?
Yes.
Okay. That is incorrect. Purple, what are you thinking?
1990.
Ooh, we're kind of getting close. I will say that. Morgan, do you want to give it a go?
The year was the first 1984.
All right, that's all. Actually, it was really close to a few of y'all because what is 1988. So, really close. But a very needed educational game. So, we're going to see who's going to lead the next round. We have purple taking the board. Let's go back. What are you thinking?
Let's do pop culture for 400.
The year, it would. Oh man, I practiced so many times and now I'm getting stage fright. Okay, I'm sorry, I apologize, but I had them written down and I'm realizing that I didn't add more to help me phonetically speak it. But Muhammad became the first Muslim woman to represent the U.S. in the Olympics while wearing a hijab. And I resetted everything. Anybody want to try it's again a year one. All right, Mimi, what are you thinking?
Trying to think the Olympics were last year. When was it?
So it does give you a little bit more of like a window because it is every few years.
Oh yeah.
So we did have one
last year. It was 2024 in Paris.
Yes, because the next one's 2028. Yes.
Yeah.
So you have at least to go back from 2024 and back
Yes.
every 4
Let's
years.
try 2020.
2020?
Mhm.
That is incorrect. Nicole.
2016.
And it is, what is 2016?
Ah.
Oh, wait.
Yes, we got a year one.
Yes. Hey, I tried to be a little bit, easier with the years, but I can see like is it surprising to y'all and some of them like being like as recent or
Yeah.
like so long ago or not
No,
even
yeah.
long ago?
Yeah.
Like that's not even a thing because they're like in the
Mhm.
1940s or you would expect it to be so long ago, but it's like now women are just within the last decade or not decade but like century that we're getting up there in representation in spaces. So all right,
Space one was the most, and that space one was the most, I think.
Yeah.
That was like 2022, right? That was
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That threw me off.
Nice. Okay, well, you want to touch history or what do you want to do?
Sure. Let's go history 200.
All right. The U.S. state Jovita Adar, a Mexican-American activist, is from. So, I gave you U.S. I should say U.S. state. Yes, I did. Sorry. So I did give you a little bit, of a narrow group. All right, Purple, what are you thinking?
Say, what is California?
Ooh, that is going to be incorrect. Mimi, what are you thinking?
What is Texas?
And what is Texas? Jovita was known for standing up. Yay, this is your comeback now. Maybe this was history was your thing, Jovita was known for standing up against the Texas Rangers in her famous quote, "When you educate a woman, you educate a family." All right.
I had no idea, but I knew that there's a lot of Mexican people
In Texas? Yes.
Yeah.
It was once
Mhm.
Mexico, so.
So that's why I gave that as a
Good. Hey, it was, that's close. California, Mexico, and all of that could have been, it's kind of like fair game of kind of figuring out which one. Well, now you have the board. Where do you want to go?
So let's go on with 300 for history.
All right. So here you go. Maybe this is where you could take it still. The wife of Martin Luther King Jr., who was also known for her activism during the Civil Rights Movement. All right, Morgan.
Who is Coretta Scott King?
Who is Coretta Scott King? That is correct. All right, we're at 1,300. Do you want to stay in history?
Sure, let's do history for 400.
All right, here we go. The woman with the
Reset the
nickname Mother of the Freedom Movement. All right, we got Purple.
I'm gonna say, who is Harriet Tubman?
That is incorrect.
That's crazy.
That's what I was
All right.
thinking,
That's
but-
crazy.
Oh, well, that's okay.
All right, what are you thinking, Nicole?
Who is Rosa Parks?
And that is, who is
What?
Rosa Parks?
What? That's crazy. What?
That is crazy.
There would be no Rosa Parks if it weren't for Harriet Tubman.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I mean, the name came to Rosa. So hey, listen, I'm just out here trying to give, just trying to give the labels. Don't give out.
I'm not trying to discredit Rosa, but Harriet was in them tunnels, but it's okay.
I know.
She started it. She
What was
started it all.
Harriet, what is it? Like Harriet walks so Rosa could run.
So Rosa could run. Yeah.
Okay, we have an ad coming in a minute, so we can probably get one more round, and then we'll just kind of pause for a second.
Okay.
All right, so let's a reset of the buzzards, and let's go back. What are you thinking? We got a few 500s or a couple.
Let's go pop culture 500.
Okay. This award was given to Halle Berry in 2002 as the first African American woman to win in this category, and she remains the only one. All right, Morgan.
What is Best Actress for
And-
Monster Ball?
And that is what is the Academy Award for Best Actress. Let's go. Okay, well, there should be an ad soon, so I guess I kind of snoozed it. But we'll just kind of take a little minute. I'll go over the charity again, and y'all can get a drink of water because we have a few 500. We have 4 left. And looks like Morgan is leading again. Nobody's winning any money, so don't feel bad. We're just here to have fun and educate chat,
I'm just happy
really.
not to be at 0. I'm fine now.
Well, see, actually, I didn't tell y'all, but we're playing backwards, so it's like golf, or not golf. Is it golf, right? You have to have the less amount of points.
Yeah.
Am I confusing with bowling right now? But yeah, okay, so you have to have the less amounting point. So Mimi, technically, like, dude, you're in the lead. So. All right, chat. So while we have an ad playing, here are the incentives for today. We're raising funds for Streams for Dreams, where it helps content creators from the Women's Guild go to TwitchCon, and they also help with other like little scholarships. And then we have the donation link. So there is the link to donate, and I'm gonna grab some water, and we got like 5 seconds. In the meantime, okay, Morgan walked away, but when Morgan gets back, we can figure out where Morgan's gonna choose.
Sorry, I have to grab something.
No, you're fine. So I'm gonna drink water while you tell me which one you're gonna choose.
I'd break it.
Oh, which category? Well, which thing I'm gonna choose? I'm gonna go with STEM for 500.
All right. Here we go. The year again that Heidi Lamar co-developed the concept of Wi-Fi in collaboration with the Navy.
Ooh.
The last team got mad because I kind of said the concept. We had a big thing about the concept of things. But it's kind of interesting when you go down the rabbit hole of like how this kind of led to the development of Wi-Fi that we know today. Which I learned the other day from, of course, TikTok, that Wi-Fi is nothing with wireless or anything. It came from like hi-fi, I think. And so it has nothing to do with like wireless. Very interesting. But all right, Purple. What is your guess for this year?
I'm gonna go with like 1995.
1995?
Yeah.
Ooh, that is incorrect. But we got some 19 in it. I getting kind of there. Morgan, what are you thinking?
What about 1985?
Okay. That is unfortunately incorrect. Nicole, what about you?
1991.
Oh, we are loving like around this area, the 90s and stuff. But that is incorrect. Mimi.
1998.
Ooh, y'all are all like in that 90s. And it's actually surprising that it was 1941.
Oh.
What?
Oh my
What?
goodness.
Yes. So very interesting. That it kind of helped develop the concept of what it would look like to have Wi-Fi, like Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, like an idea. All right. Well, no one got that correct. So we're gonna go to the wheel and see who is going to choose the next one. Oh, that was so close. Morgan.
Let's do politics for 300.
All right. Buzzers are resetted. Here we go. The year the Voting Rights Act was signed, it prohibited racial discrimination and granted all women the right to vote. Again, another year. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, there's like...
That's a lot of you.
It gives you 2025 options.
Yeah.
Just a few, you know? And it's interesting because it goes, some are like the 1940s and some are like 2022. So
I have to say, I
listen.
probably forget tomorrow all the dates. I never remember dates.
As long as you remember the significant facts from it.
Right, like somebody's gonna ask me, like, do you remember this? And be like, no, but then it's gonna be in some obscure conversation. And I'll be like, I know that.
Be like, random fact that I learned on this Jeopardy event that I was a part of is that the concept of Wi-Fi is from 1941. All right,
Yeah.
Purple, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna go with 1974.
Ooh, that is close. Because, I mean, it's a 19, so I'll give you that. But that is incorrect. Anybody else want to? Let's see, who else? Oh, we got Nicole. What is your guess?
Gonna guess 1953.
Okay, I see. That is incorrect. We have next Morgan.
I'm gonna guess 1963.
You know, that's a good guess, but that's incorrect. All right, Mimi.
1983.
Yeah, that's some wide guesses around it, but that is incorrect too. So the actual answer is, what is 1965? So that 63 was so close. It's almost there.
I was thinking,
Alright.
like, you know how I was thinking, like, because the civil rights movement was happening in the 60s and they got the right to
69.
vote.
Mhm.
So I was like thinking after the civil rights, because I'm like, if this is like everyone got the right to vote, you know what I'm saying? But it's okay. That was my thought process.
It's all right. We have 3 left. We're going to see who's going to pick the next one. All right, Purple. Looks like you are going to take the guess or the pick on the board.
Let's do the politics for 400.
All right, here we read buzzers. Are we setted? Wilma Mankiller was the first woman to serve as principal chief of this tribal nation in 1985. I should have put U.S. tribal nation.
It's one heck of a last name, though.
That's what the last team said too. Morgan, what is your guess?
I'm gonna guess the Iroquois tribe.
That is incorrect. Purple, what about you?
Is it Sioux? Sioux? That tribe? I forgot how you say
That
it.
is the way that you pronounce it, is Sioux.
Okay.
However,
Okay.
it is
Incorrect.
incorrect. Yeah. But I'm glad you, like, y'all are knowing these things, and I appreciate you all, like, knowing some tribes. So shout out. Nicole, what are you thinking for this?
I don't know, let's go Cherokee. It's the only one that I remember besides the other two.
What is Cherokee
Wow.
Nation? Morgan, I thought you were going to, like, give your guess again. So it was like, oh, is Morgan gonna do it? And then you went with a whole other tribe, and I was like, dang, the tribe that you guessed on that last one, it was there.
I think that was someone else.
Oh,
Oh,
Well,
I think
I
I did. I think I did. Yeah. I think I did.
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
it? And then somebody, I thought Nicole, didn't you guess that before too?
That was going to be my guess, but Purple got it before me. And
Oh,
then it was
okay,
wrong. I was like,
okay.
oh, never mind.
Yeah. Well, somebody said Cherokee before, and so I figured somebody was going to say it again. All right. Well, didn't take it over yet, Morgan, so you still got it. Here we go. Well, we got 2 500s left. So, which one are you going to go with, Nicole?
Let's go history.
All right. You know, one thing that I missed out on doing for this was her story. I forgot to do
Oh,
that. I missed a whole opportunity.
that would have been nice.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. The advocate for the abolition of slavery, temperance, and women's rights who gave the speech, Ain't I a Woman?
Oh, what was her name?
I feel like I know this too, but I'm like blinking.
Mimi, are you just playing around with the buzzer? Or you want to try to give it a go?
I'm gonna say something. I know it's wrong. Rosa Parks.
That is incorrect. But hey, you know, I love the confidence and just throwing it out there. That's what it takes, you know. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. Purple. What are you thinking?
I'm trying to. I literally see this person's face in my head. I can't think of her name at the moment, but we're gonna go.
Got
I
15
can see
seconds
her-
left.
I can see her face, but I'm gonna go. Is it her name Maya Rudolph? Is that her name? I can't remember. But yeah, we're gonna go with that.
That is incorrect.
I'm gonna be
All
mad.
right. Good try, though. Good try. Morgan, looks like you buzzed in. What are you thinking?
I have a guess, but I'm guessing off of her guess. Was it Maya Angelou?
That's her name.
Ooh.
That's her face in my head.
Hey, that's a good guess. But that Maya Rudolph, like the celebrity?
I couldn't think of the cyber. I couldn't think of the name.
That is incorrect. All right. Well, Nicole, you did not buzz, but do you want to give it a go? You want to try?
Yeah, it's not. I know it's more than likely wrong, but I'm gonna go with Harriet Tubman because it's the whole slavery thing.
Hey, you know what? It's a good try.
What letter does it start with?
What if it was like Harriet Tubman and like it could have been your, you know, that whole kind of gave back to her, but it's not. So it's a good guess. You said, what does it start with? An S.
Yes. An
S. Sojourner Truth.
No.
Who is
S,
Sojourner?
no.
May I
Sojourner
say
Truth?
a few words?
Yes.
I mean,
I
I didn't get it on
want
the
to
first
say
one. I
a
know,
few
but I
words
just want-
about its
You gotta guess,
matter.
That's a guess.
Wow.
am a woman's right.
Yes.
Look at that.
I
So,
have as much muscle
Um,
as any man, and I can
but
do
that
as
was
much
all you
work
had it. You had
as
it.
any man. I have
But unfortunately,
clawed and reaped
that
and
was
husked
not
and chopped and
your guess.
rolled.
So
And can
Yeah,
any
no, I'm
man
fine with
do better than that? I
it was a really good
could
speech. I would
much
go
about
recommend
the
you all to
sexes
educate
being
yourself if you
equal.
haven't heard this
I
speech.
can
Very
carry
powerful.
as much as any man, and I can eat as much too if I can get.
Okay. Well, we have one more, and since no one got that correct, I wonder if I should let chat choose the last one. Should we? Oh, well, we have one. I mean, I guess you can't choose anything, but like, I'm just gonna click it then. We don't need to go to the wheel. But maybe we could do it for the double Jeopardy. How about we give chat the option to let someone have the double Jeopardy, which is, it's a big one, so we'll see. All right, for 500, buzzers are resetted. Politics for 600. Here we go. The first woman vice president of the U.S. And we have Morgan.
The first woman vice president. I'm gonna go with Kamala Harris.
Who is Kamala Harris?
How is this 500 points?
Because it's the highest level, okay? So I had to
Yes,
listen.
question.
I'm giving flowers out for that, okay? Even though it is kind of, it should be known, like it is an easy question. It's still
That's a
the
question I
highest.
could have answered.
Listen, I mean, the vice president of the U.S. Come on. It needed flowers, and respect. So,
Period.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
at least that was my validation for it. So, but
I'll fight that.
Kamala Harris is a 500 woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. Well, we have a double Jeopardy if you want chat to decide who can have that, the choice to do it. Again, I had Ruth Fall bring in a really big one. So it's up to y'all if y'all want to try, or we can just wrap it up here. What are we thinking? Y'all want to
Okay,
try to
hold
get
on.
some
I'm down
double
for whatever.
points?
Oh,
All right.
How long it's gonna be? This
Yeah.
We can just do a minute
Okay.
poll. Let's see.
If
Who?
it's a whole round, I mean, I
gets-
don't have the time.
No. It's not a whole round. It's just one. I
Okay.
think it's called the the daily double. Sorry, I said double Jeopardy, but it's the daily double. So basically, it would be you can double
Double
your
your points.
points. Yes. So I won't let you lose points. I'll just give you the points. We won't go that far into
We
it.
win.
That's what I was worried
Gotta
about.
guess first.
Okay, we're gonna do a poll for 1 minute and see who can try the daily double. So again, it's it's not easy, and it's not a year. So I'll give you that much. I wasn't in charge of it, so it didn't get a year. But as chat is voting, thank you guys so much. Thank you all. Thank you for participating. Thank you for working with me through all of the little technical issues we had today. It was really fun. I hope you all learned something. That's really what it was for. It was more of an educational piece to it than and then just having fun. So I just wanted to put that out there, but I appreciate you all for celebrating Women's History Month with me through this event. So, and raising funds for Streams for Dreams with the 1,000 Dreams Fund. So, Morgan, all right, this is going to be you then. Do you want to double your points? Do you want to just, do you want to gamble with your point? No, I'm just kidding.
Is it possible for me to lose points?
If you were to gamble your points, yes. So you don't have to though. We can. I won't make you gamble unless you want to.
I don't want to gamble my point.
Okay, let's check out the daily double. All right. Can y'all still hear me? Are we good? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my God! Wait! You can't see my answer because you can't see my screen, right? You didn't see that, right?
No.
Oh my God. This black female author's 1993 dystopian novel Parable of the Sower is set in California in the year 2024 and is seen by some as prophetic of our current time. I totally probably butchered that.
This question is interesting. We got this question because a lot of people were talking about this book during the California wildfires that happened recently. So I'm gonna answer Octavia Butler.
That was definitely because I didn't show it, right? Are you sure? Do you want to gamble your points?
I don't want to gamble my point.
You want to? You want to gamble?
No, I don't.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. Who is Octavia Butler?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, were you? Let's go back over here. Did you? Whoops, wrong one. There we go. So you're telling me, wait, you knew that one? And you didn't see my answer? I thought maybe you would just throw it in there and like get double points.
Oh, nah, I didn't want to gamble my points.
Okay. Well, you're walking away with 2,300 points. So congratulations. Thank you. I mean, again, the points, they're just there. You know, it doesn't show your worth. All you all are amazing creators. And so, where can people find you? We're just going to go back through what's on the screen. So, Morgan, if you want to tell people where they can find you, and we'll go Nicole, Mimi, and then Purple.
All right. Well, y'all can find me on pretty much all platforms: Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Blue Sky. You can find me at Morgan of the Leaf.
All right, Nicole. And also, sorry, hang on. Morgan, do you have any upcoming events or anything that you want to shout out as well?
I actually don't have any upcoming events. However, I do stream here on Twitch, so y'all can go ahead and hit me with a follow and turn those post notifications on. And I'll be streaming something wild and fun soon.
All right. Thank you. And Nicole, what about you?
All right. You guys can find me over, of course, on Twitch, also YouTube, where I'm very inconsistent with YouTube, but I'm trying to get better. And I am starting back up on TikTok and Instagram, where I am creating a Stardew Valley inspired comic that I'm going to be posting up there. So I just posted the first part last night, and I'm really excited about it. And then next month, I'm going to be taking part of a multi-world randomizer with a couple of other creators, and we are raising money for the National Children's Alliance for child abuse awareness. April is like the month that they do all of their fundraising for National Children's Alliance. So I've raised money for them for 3 years in a row. And this will be the 4th year, I believe. So it's going to be taking part all next month in April.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing. Mimi, do you want to tell us?
Yeah, you can find me at Miali Music. That's my nickname. You can find me on most platforms with this name. So I stream music several times a week, 2 to 3 times a week. And if you like music, feel free to join me. I'm also on Instagram, on YouTube. I'd like to post again on YouTube. I haven't done it in a while, but it's one of my goals this year. And I would like also to record my original songs. Check it out.
Awesome. Well, I was trying to shout people out, but it looks like you have to wait, and so
yes, there's a cooldown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a minute.
Okay.
Maybe your bot can do if you do exclamation mark SO.
I don't. Exclamation point. Shout out. Okay, I'll try that. If not, you can click their names. It should be on stream, and so you can also click that and follow them on Twitch. So, all right, Purple, it is your turn.
Yeah, you can follow me on most platforms with Purple People 4. I think my TikTok, because someone claimed that username, so it's like Perp People 4 on TikTok instead. But right now on my stream, we're finishing up my Sims Love Island series. So if you're familiar with the reality show, we are in the final stretch, I would say, of the series. This is our second season on my channel. And all my perps submit Sims for it. So if you're familiar with the show, we're past Casa Amor. So now we're back in the villa, and there's about 20 Sims in my villa right now. It's kind of insane. So very chaotic. But yeah, that's the main thing that's happening. And I think my affiliate anniversary is in early May, so we'll be doing something for that. But yeah.
Ooh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Let me give everybody a clap for playing and what you all are doing.
Thanks for having us.
It's been great. Do we have anybody from the Women's Guild that maybe we want to raid?
The only person that I have one person playing Twilight Princess.
Okay. And they're from the Women's Guild? Let's see.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down
Yeah.
to, if you just want to write their name in chat and I can
Yeah.
head it over there. I do have just a simple raid command. So whether you're not a sub, whatever, it's simple. We can copy and paste that. Oh, I think I've heard of that name. Awesome. All right. Well, we are going to shoot it over to Jackie Sor, right? Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
Jackie Sar.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like dinosaur, but Jackie Sar.
Wait, it says I have to wait 58 minutes. Oh my, to give another shout out? Does Twitch do that? You can only.
What?
1 minute. It should be 1 minute.
Yeah, it should be 1 minute.
No, it says you have to wait 58 minutes before giving.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's happens when you shout out the same person.
Wait. Okay. You know what? You're correct. I did it wrong. Okay. I'm so glad that you told me that because I was over here very confused. There we go. All right. Well, let's go raid to Jackie. All right. One final Jeopardy song. Thanks again. Appreciate it. Make sure you take care of yourself. Support women all the time and not just this month. Because, you know, we out here doing the things and we could use all the support. So, all right. Well, that's it. And we're going to go. Yeah. Bye.
Hi, thank you.
And